a lot of these guys, once they were done playing at USF, a lot of them didn't play, after that. And this is the first time they've been on a field playing some football. So that's really, really cool that these guys get out here. And you saw and you heard from Kayvon Webster. He's super excited to be out here with a bunch of USF alum.
And Joey mentioned this. There's 15 players that have played in the NFL. There's 4 guys that are currently in the NFL. They won't be playing today since they're under contract in the National Football League. MVS was a guy that we heard from earlier. He's obviously just signed a new deal with the Chiefs. Austin Ryder, the center who's back with the Kansas City Chiefs, he's won a Super Bowl in his career. Dearness Johnson, who's come on strong now for the Cleveland Browns, just got himself a 1-year deal. Mitchell Wilcox, the tight end for USF, one of the most storied tight ends in the history of the program with the Cincinnati Bengals. Another guy that's played in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Mitch, I just signed a 1-year deal. I think it was yesterday. So really good to see these Bulls, these Pro Bulls. I know that was a big name on the baseball side. Great to see that on the football side too. All of our Pro Bulls and the love that these guys have for this program when they come back and they can share in such an unforgettable experience like this.
The other coaches on the green team, Leroy Selman Jr., that name speaks for itself. George Selvey, the 2-time All-American, the kid from Pensacola, who came here as a 1-star center and left as a 2-time All-American and a Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Over on the green side, Kawika Mitchell won a Super Bowl with the Giants. He was on our broadcast team here for a year or so. And as we mentioned, Kayvon Webster and Sam Barrington, 2 guys that did nice stints in the NFL, and both guys played 49 games for USF in their college careers. We're starting to get lined up. Gold team will start with the football moving to our right. B.J. Daniels, the pride of Tallahassee Lincoln High School, will line up behind center. Behind him is Cedric Hill, who is a nice tight end for USF in his career. And here's B.J. Daniels, dumps one off underneath, but it's incomplete.
Okay.
And good coverage right away by the green team.
I'll tell you what, watch out for Quentin Washington. He was going deep down the left sideline. B.J. finds him. He's giving him the look. I'm calling it on the next play right here. Quentin Washington down the left sideline for a touchdown. There it comes. By
the way, that was Kevin McCaskill, also from from Tallahassee, the intended receiver. Here's a throw to the near sideline. It is caught at the 32-yard line, and that is Andre Davis, number 7 and number 7.
Oh, man. No, B.J. Daniels can still sling the rock, my brother. He definitely can. It's unbelievable. It didn't take much at all.
Played in some Super Bowl. Well, he was on the roster for some Super Bowls and won a Super Bowl as well. Here's the
we don't know the top.
B.J. Daniels got a man wide open, incomplete at the 5-yard line. Jarrell Young, who is a safety, and now you know why he didn't play receiver right there, Jay.
I won't tell him that you said that. I will not tell him. And he is getting the business right now from Cedric Hill. He's giving him the business.
I'll tell you, when he crosses the county line over to St. Pete in his old stomping grounds at Gibbs High School, they're going to let him have it after that one. Good pass by BJ, by the way.
Oh, you got that right. And it's good to see. It looks like we have a bunch of guys playing both sides of the ball. So now we see guys like Andre Davis playing some defense as well.
And here comes Matt Grothe out at quarterback with the backwards hat. He stands at the 45-yard line. And the Gold will set up on defense. Ball spotted at the 40, snap back to Grothe. Looking, got plenty of time, really no rusher. He's going to dump off a short pass, and it's incomplete. And he was looking for, looked like S.J. Green. No, it was S.J. Green, the kid out of Brandon.
I love Terrell McLean. Terrell McLean's just running past the ball that hit the ground like he was actually in coverage. He's just walking around. That's they're playing zone. Man, what kind of defense you play in flag football, Jim Lighthall?
You play a zone, and you only take a small zone, by the way. So 2nd down and 20 for the green team. Here's Grothe. No rush, really. He fires one underneath, and this is a little bit low, and that one's incomplete as he was looking for Theo Wilson.
I'll tell you what, one thing that I was wondering about this game was, the adrenaline at the start. About 5-6 plays in.
Then the legs get heavy. Yeah. Here's the snap to Grothe on 3rd and 20. Drifts to his right, steps up to the 40, fires a bullet that is caught at the 24-yard line, and there's S.J. Green again. And Green played 13 years in the CFL. He looks like he can still put his foot in the ground and create a route there, Jay.
All right. Oh, we switch it back. Okay.
Yeah, came up a little bit short.
You got to put in the end zone. You got to put in the end zone. B.J. Daniels back in there.
You have 3 downs to go 20 yards, and the green team just came up about a yard or 2 short. So back comes the Gold team. with B.J. Daniels, always the field general, counting the number of players on the field, which, by the way, there's 7.
Sean Price has his gloves on. He's ready. That's a good grab right there. Tyson Butler, watch out now, up the left sideline.
Nice throw underneath. He's to the 10, to the 5. Is he in? Touchdown. Tyson Butler from Fort Myers. A one-play, 40-yard drive. Daniels to Butler, and the gold team draws first blood in this one. Tyson Butler was a defensive back, Jay, but people forget in high school he had a 439-yard game rushing the football.
Incredible.
He knew what to do with it once he got it.
I was going to say, let me see if I can get him right now. He might be headed to the oxygen tank right now.
And here's the thing, too. Some defensive guys had angles, but it would have been a good angle about 15 years ago. Here's Matt Grothe, a dump pass underneath, caught at the 39-yard line, making a couple moves as Andre Hall still in the open field, and they finally pull his flag at the 33.
I'm with Tyson Butler right here on the USF Football Radio Network. Tyson, how you feeling? Take us through that play.
Hey, man, I'm feeling great, man. Told BJ last drive, man, I'm open, man. Just throw it and stay ready. Never got to get ready.
I hear that. Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Love that term. Stay ready, you never have to be ready. Here's Matt Grothe at the 35-yard line, dumps it underneath Andre Hall. He can flip it back to Grothe, but it looked like his flag got pulled just before he was able to flip it back. And I think that was Andre Davis playing a little defense for the gold.
That was fun. Tyson Butler looks ready. He's ready to go. Let's get Kawika Mitchell here. Kawika with USF Radio Network. Kawika, how cool is it to see all these guys out here?
It's a good time, man. Some of them still got it, but, you know, it's a little dangerous at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, picked off. It's the Kawika defense. That's what I was going to say. The first 5-10 plays are going to be good, but after that, these guys realize, hey, man, it's a little different than when they played here.
Yeah, a little bit different, man, but we all, you know, want to compete and have fun at the same time, so good time, man.
Kawika, appreciate it. Have fun.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
Kawika Mitchell, who came to USF from Georgia. He was one of those first big impact transfers to come here back in 1999. His son, by the way, Levi, is on the roster for the current USF Bulls. And by the way, that was Terrell McLean who got the interception, one of the big bodies that normally are banging on the offensive and defensive lines. There's a pass down the left sideline, caught at the 25, moved to the inside to the 10, still at the 10, at the 5, and that's a touchdown. Sean Price with the bucket hat on, no less.
He's got the gloves. He's got the bucket hat. He came ready to play, Jim Lighthall. Gold, watch out. Gold is not messing around. Sam Barrington, I don't know what he put in the water for these guys before the game. They're ready to rock.
Yeah, Sam said he was going to have them ready to go. Hey, Sean Price, there's been a lot of good tight ends that have played here at USF. Sean Price is certainly in that discussion. He had a tremendous career for the Bulls.
Is he playing defense too? You score a touchdown, then you're going out to play defense. That's, you got respect.
Right back out there. Gold on top, 14-0. And now here's Pat Jomis throws an interception on his first pass. Theo Wilson with the pick, and the green team has given it right back.
This gold team, man, I'm telling you. The Sam Barrington is never going to let us hear the end of this one.
So the first pass from Pat Jomis is an interception. That was Jomis relieving Matt Grothe. Remember, Matt Grothe took over for Pat Jomis way back in the day here at Raymond James Stadium. B.J. Daniels stays in at quarterback. Gold on top, 14-0. We've got about 10 minutes to go in this alumni flag football game. Daniels takes the snap, fires a pass underneath, caught, and then immediately dropped at the 35-yard line.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling just pulled the flag like right in the middle of the play. He's not even playing in the game. He just walked over there and took his flag off. I guess you could do that. You could do that when you're a big NFL wide receiver.
No doubt, no doubt. Keith McCaskill, by the way, forcing that ball into a drop.
Let me get Terrell McLean.
Here's a ball that's
we
thrown
got
near side.
Terrell McLean on the USF Football Radio Network. The interception. I mean, how good does it feel to be out here with you guys?
It feels good. It's great because I know a lot of these guys. A lot of guys know me. And seeing out the camaraderie, smiles, and joy, that's what you look for right now.
So after 5-10 plays, how's the old wind right now? How's the oxygen?
It's pretty good. I can't say, you know, about everybody else. There's a lot of people who want to come over on the sideline, but I still got some in it.
Terrell, have fun. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Good stuff.
Ball thrown up for grabs at the 5-yard line, incomplete. And that was Andre Davis, was supposed to be on the receiving end of that pass from Vincent Jackson Jr. Vincent Jackson played some defensive end from right up the street at Jesuit High School, and he subbed in there for B.J. Daniels, but the goal team comes up empty on that possession.
Oh, got Matt Grothe. He's splitting out wide here.
Matt Grothe's dreams come true right now of being a wide receiver. There's an underneath pass to Grothe, and did he catch it?
He tried to catch it on the bounce. This ain't cricket. Sean Price, let's get you. USF Football Radio Network. Sean, how does it feel to be back out here with you guys, man?
What's your name?
Jay Retchett.
Jay Retchett?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, it feels great to be out here. Great environment. Been away from the facilities for a while, but it's good to come back. Love what we see with the fan base, supporting crowd, man. It's going to be electric this year. Can't wait to see what Coach Scott has in store with you guys.
And then you scored a touchdown, so it makes it even better.
Yeah, we got to gritty with it every once in a while, man.
Sean, have fun, brother. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's been the talk of the alums, is the indoor practice facility, or performance facility, they're calling it. Obviously, the talk of an on-campus stadium, Jay. This is what these guys have put. It's 25 years worth of history behind them, but it's starting to pay off, obviously.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because you got to build the history too. You know, it's a young football team. It's a young college altogether. You know, so when you get something like this, you need to bring these guys that were kind of the building blocks, the foundation of these early years. Bring them back. Have events like this. This is only going to help everything in the future. Nobody's left their seat in the stands. All the players are out here. Everybody's paying attention. Everybody's having a good time. This is really cool, man.
Matt Grothe had Andre Hall wide open on the near sideline and threw it about 3 yards short, and Andre Hall is not letting him forget about that. Theo Wilson at quarterback now for the gold team. Underneath throw to Butler, who's loose again at the 25. Makes his move back to the 30. He's going the wrong way.
Look at that defense.
And then they pull his flag at the 33. Sam Miller with the stop there. The kid from South Sumter High School. 30-yard line now. It's second down and 10. Wilson with a pump fake. Crossing route, incomplete to B.J. Daniels. Just a little too tall for him. Remember B.J. moved from quarterback to wide receiver at one point in the NFL ranks, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is a guy that I remember just hearing years ago, guys like Russell Wilson talking about how cool it was to be able to see him and to be around a guy like that. Just, this is a great atmosphere, man. So we're so lucky to be out here and to be able to see these guys come back and just, you know, throw it around, sling the rock a little bit.